Welcome, everybody. Today, I am thrilled to have a special guest whose journey is a compelling fusion of science, fitness, and healthcare. He was born in Baghdad, Iraq, and raised in the United Kingdom. His name is Saif Al-Yasi, and he resides in the United Arab Emirates now, where he has made a significant impact in the fitness industry. Also, he started something called the Be Human Academy, which I can't wait to learn more about here today, Saif, with you, which focuses on relationships and family. You guys know that that is near and dear to my heart. That's one reason I had him here today. The other reason I have him on today is he holds a degree in biology and biotechnology, a master's degree in business administration, and a master's degree in bodybuilding and nutrition from the International Federation of Bodybuilding and Fitness. Additionally, he's earned various fitness and nutrition qualifications from esteemed organizations like the YMCA and others. He has over a decade of experience in the fitness industry alone, with more than 20 years in the ophthalmic equipment industry. Saif brings a unique blend of fitness expertise and healthcare insights. His holistic approach to fitness encompasses physical health, nutritional guidance, mental well-being, really big for me, you guys, right? And overall health, making him a sought-after coach for many people in this field. Hi, Saif. Welcome to the show. I'm incredibly excited to have you with us today because your unique journey and your holistic approach in particular to fitness and health are truly inspiring, and they fit so perfectly with what I talk about here on this channel. I am looking forward to learning more about your insights and your experiences. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Adam. It's an honor to be with this professional-looking way of organizing this podcast. I really like it. It's one of a kind of those that I have online. So I'm honored, and thank you for the beautiful introduction. I like myself now more than before.
Isn't it funny how when you see yourself written down on paper, you
Absolutely.
say, wow, did I really do all those things?
Exactly, and especially when you hear it with your voice, I think it hits and these brain cells in a different way.
I love
Nice.
that. I love it so much. There are three areas today that I would really like us to focus in on, and I know that you can speak very, very eloquently on all three of them because I've heard you speak very well on them on multiple podcasts you've been on. You've been making the rounds, rightly so. The world is really hearing about you, and I believe that you will be quite a big, gigantic voice in the future years that people are going to need to hear more of, which is why I have you here today. Three places I would love for us to tackle. Okay. Number one is fitness. I love fitness. I've been getting fitter myself. I have 5 kids. I want to be around for a long time. Fitness was something I had neglected foolishly for quite a long time. I've been on a journey myself to get better and get more fit. One thing that I've encountered quite a bit in the fitness industry, and that I've encountered even myself, is the mental blocks against it. The mental blocks that people come in, and I'm certain that you have people and help them fix their fitness. Now, the people here on my channel, they are well used to self-sabotage. They're well used to learning about self-sabotage. They are well used to believing that they are not worthy of good things. They are well used to trying to look impressive and it not working. They do everything often. Not everybody out there, but many of the people out here who are watching right now, they do things for the approval or the validation from others. Could you talk to us a little bit, please? And is that a good place to begin with fitness? Is that a wrong place to begin with fitness? And if it's well, let's just start there. Is that good or bad to start there?
Um, it's the perfect place to start with. And usually, because I spend most of my time in the gym, whether I'm coaching clients or just basically sitting and working online from there, because it's a nice venue where I can work and interact with multiple peoples. And so the idea is like I sit, and because the gym opened from 5 a.m., so I'm there either 5:30 or 6 a.m. until just like an hour before our podcast. So a whole day spent in that venue. I don't want to call it a gym because I'm not in the gym floor most of the time. It's just like probably 7 hours a day during my whole entire time there. But the rest is me sitting and interacting with the people, and it's fine to say that people come and go in waves to the gym from like morning until evening, and there's like every 2 hours like a whole new people come over, and it's interesting to see the mentality of people there. This is from my perspective, but from the people's perspective, it's a nice place to start with. Why? The reason I say the gym is, or the fitness in general, because You need to start somewhere, and the best place to start with, if you really want to change something, start with yourself. This is the only thing that you can have control over, and probably the only thing sometimes for some people. Because what you put in your mouth, how you sleep, and what you do with your body is basically run by you. So you have the full control, and you're the only driver for your body. No one else is going to push you. No one else. Probably there are people who are going to poke you here, poke you there, motivate you from here, give you some speeches here, guide you to the right path, to the right technique, to show you what to eat, what to, not to eat. But who's going to move himself or herself from that lazy chair, watching the TV or mobile or talking negativity with the neighbors or friends or whatever about some topics which is going to only affect you in a bad way? So the idea of the gym is, even for those people who really don't know what to do or not inspired to do anything, I tell them just come and sit down, grab a cup of coffee and sit and watch people. Just watch for a week. You are going to be moved in a nice way. You're going to see like people who are probably less than where you think you are going to start from, who are making an effort to do some change, and you're going to think twice, like, why am I sitting here and this guy or this woman is doing something and I am already ahead of her or ahead of him? So watching make you move, and then you're going to be motivated to do something. And then this is how it starts. It's like a snowball effect. And the moment you feel the stress that you're going to put your body into, the soreness that you're going to feel after the workout, it's kind of a good feeling. It's kind of a good pleasure of pain that you're going to feel, which is, you know, it's going to be good for you. Some people quit after this pain. Some people, no, get inspired and continue in this pain. So here where half of the people fall and half of the people continue. So the idea is to start just by sitting, grabbing a cup of coffee, watching people, and then take the decision to start. Knowing that the pain of sitting where you are is always harder than the pain that you're going to see in the gym. So doing something, it might be a long journey, but at least you're doing something. You're not just sitting there and doing nothing.
So many, very quick, so many of my coaching clients who come into me, they're men, and they feel that they have no power in their life, no control, and they say, I don't know if I can even make changes. Is it even going to make a difference if I go have hard conversations, if I reach out to people, if I open up, if I do this or that? How can I even do that? I have no power. And one of the first things that I've learned to tell them, and I'd love to get your take on this, is start any kind of physical routine, even for a week, even for a month. If you can go 1 month every day by doing 10 push-ups every day, at least you will teach yourself at the end of that month that you can do 10 push-ups a day for 1 month. You at least have that kind of power. Is there a threshold, any kind of threshold you see where maybe powerless men come in or powerless women? What do they have to do to start gaining that sense of confidence in the gym? How long does it take?
Before I answer this question, I want to relate to a conversation that I had just before this podcast at the gym. I was waiting for my last client and I had like 10 minutes and I sat down with one of the members in the gym, which nothing relates to me. She asked me, like, you are in the gym for quite a long time and I see you all the time here. Anytime I come to the gym, I see you there. Isn't it this stressful for you? I laughed because I liked the word stressful that you used, because as a man, and most of the clients that you mentioned are men, and also for women, but let's talk about men here, because men and stress, they have to go together, side by side. A man without challenges or stress is kind of going to feel weaker. Now, this stress comes into mental stress, emotional stress, probably physical stress, which we're talking about here as fitness, and other kinds of stresses. Stress is only going to build the man stronger and stronger, whether mentally, emotionally, relationship-wise, or physically. So again, we're talking about physical right now in terms of fitness and gym. The stress that you're going to put your body in is one of a kind in the gym, because it's the stress that is going to put you down. You're going to feel weak. You're going to feel the pain in the next 48 hours or 72 hours. But what is that going to reward you? What is the reward? And most of us know, whether you go to the gym or haven't gone to the gym, you must have known someone who has been into the gym journey, that this physical pain and failure that you're going to go through, and then the pain after that, is only going to reward you with a stronger body, healthier, capable of handling the same stress, pain, weights, or probably more. So we seek, in bodybuilding, we know the word or the term progressive overload, which means keep adding weight or adding reps or reducing. So there's multiple ways for progressive overload. And progressive overload means adding more stress because you're going to get stronger. So you don't want your body to adapt to that stress and be comfortable. We don't want to be comfortable in bodybuilding in order to be stronger or have a better physique or build muscle. You need to keep growing with this stress. As you grow, your body is going to grow. Same thing, take this and apply it outside the gym. You're going to see that life stress, relationship stress, work stress, wherever the stress is coming from, is only going to reward you to be better. You're only going to be better and better and stronger and stronger. And that's how a man is supposed to be. A man who's sitting and whining or crying and discussing his pain and how difficult it is, for me, I don't like this man. I don't consider him even a man. So if you're one of these guys, do something about yourself before I meet you and I start shaming you.
I love this very much. And as you talked about doing this outside of the gym, I agree with that. So I've been on my fitness journey as well. That's the area that I need to work on and I need to improve.
Congratulations.
And I've had thank you. And it's
Yeah.
not easy, guys out there. So if you're going to get started, you get started now because it's harder to get started 5 years from now. You'll be older, you'll be fatter, and it's going to be just as hard. So do it now. I've had a fitness mentor along the route over the last year or so, Sal Stefano from Mind Pump, and he told me something very important that has stuck with me, not only in the gym but also out of the gym. He said there are two different kinds of pain when you're in the gym. One is the pain of I'm not strong enough for this yet, and it's the pain it's supposed to encourage you. Yes, it hurts, and yes, you're not quite there yet. Maybe it's that one more rep you got to bust out. Maybe your muscles will be there next week. Maybe it's just I'm not ready yet to do this, but I will be. And you're supposed to take that as a challenge as a man and say, all right, I will be ready for this. This is something I'm going to get excited about and beat this record. He's told me, though, that there's a second kind of pain that we need to be aware of, which is the pain of I'm doing something wrong, right? The pain of straining to lift versus the pain of breaking, ripping, tearing. You're doing something with a bad form, something that is wrong for your body. And you need to stop and correct and learn how to do it right so that you can then experience the proper kind of pain. And I found that this is also true for many of my coaching clients in their relationships. Many times they come in and they're with a partner they shouldn't be with, and they're trying desperately to fit themselves to that person and that person's problems without calling that person out for accountability. And they need to grow. Both of them need to grow.
Sure.
Other times I find that somebody is not yet ready to rise up to the level of the partner that they're with, and that partner is calling them forward and they need to grow. Plenty of my men come in to me ready. They don't know how to grow yet, and their wife has been pushing them hard, and they're feeling the push from a woman, and they don't know how to respond to it yet. So two different kinds of pain. Can you speak to that a little bit? How should men be paying attention in the gym, in fitness, even out of the gym in fitness or in life fitness? How should men pay attention to the two different kinds of pain?
The patience is going to be like the key word in this topic right now, in this aspect. And being humble and accepting the size of you inside the gym and not looking outside your body or the mirror, which is going to reflect your body only. You're not there to compete with anyone else but yourself. Okay? Being patient, because the person that you're looking at and admiring him and wanting to be with him, or probably being intimidated by how he looks like, he didn't start today. He didn't start yesterday. He started way long time ago, and you don't know his journey. You haven't seen how long it took him to reach there and what took him to reach there. Successful people in life, whether in gym, entrepreneurs, successful people who made it through their career anywhere, in relationships as well. When you see them and admire them and you want to be like them, understand that this person, the end product that you're looking at, has not been born or made straight away like this. There's a big, long process of pain, suffering, being patient, falling, failing, and then picking himself or herself up and continuing. So, patience again, this is the key word, and being humble and understanding your limits and how you're going to spread your wings. Your wings are going to be stronger the more you practice, the more you fail, the more you show up. You're not going to feel any kind of pain that you mentioned, any of them, if you don't show up. So, show up is part of the patience, is part of the progress, is part of where you want to go. Setting reachable goals, small, reachable goals. I want to be in the gym for a month, an hour every single day. You're going to make it. You're going to make progress. Even lifting a 2 kg for the first week. Next, for example, you're going to go for 3, 2.5 probably. Whatever it is, how slow you are going to progress, it's a progress. But show up. Trust me, there are days that I just don't want to do anything. Just like today. I had the time to work out. I looked at the gym. I was like, no, I'm fed up. Today is not the day. I don't want to work out. And there are so many days like this. Do you believe that I am in the gym 6 days a week? I only have 1 day off. And for the past probably 6 months, I have been training only 3 days a week and only probably half an hour each time. Because I am in the gym, I am in the place, and what I need to do is just do something. I'm dressed up, I'm ready, and I'm ready to go. And the place is there, everything is there. What's my excuse? But sometimes I don't have that grill in me, but that's absolutely fine. But when it comes, I'm going to be there and I'm going to be ready and everything's showing up for me. But again, if we talk about these two pains, it's you have to handle them and expect them and project them first of all. You're going to fail. You're going to fall and say, no, I want to quit. That's absolutely right. But think about it. What else is going to happen after you project yourself seeing the failure? You saw it. You witnessed it. Fine. Do you really want to go back to be where you are or worse? Or you're going to do something about it? Today was a bad day. Today, the whole week was a bad week. It's not going to end. Fine. Pick up yourself. Go, continue. Just show up. Keep showing up. It's fine. Go sit there. Go. There are so many times where people, my clients, they come. They're like, I showed up, as you said, but really, really, I don't feel like training. I'm like, fine. Let's go. Grab a cup of coffee. Sit down. Let's talk about something totally outside the topic of fitness or gym. And we spend the whole hour doing nothing, just chit-chatting. He feels good, goes back. The next day, he is doubled the power that I'm used to see from him. So he did his job. He showed up, but it's not the end of the world that you don't really do something. So patience, be patient, and just continue. Every successful person in life, in any part of this world, anywhere, any category, one thing is going to be there. He has been patient. He didn't quit. He never gave up.
There's something very important in there that I want to dig into a little bit is he showed up and then you were there to support him. In this modern world, men are very isolated from each other and we don't really have any companions. A lot of men, especially over here in America, a lot of men are very isolated from others and they have nobody to support them and they don't nobody to work with, nobody to encourage. They are completely and totally alone. And yes, men need to be able to function when that's the case, but they've been that way their whole life and they don't see that ending. So these men are living in massive isolation. How important has the right companions been in your journey so far?
Absolutely. Those people are good and bad. Good companions and bad companions are the piece of a puzzle of who is safe today and who is safe going to be in the future. So I've learned from the bad companions, and I thank them today for being in my life. But that's not the end of the world, because they taught me a lesson, and I appreciate them for that, and I thank them for that. And the good companions are people that I'd like to spend some quality time and appreciate them as well whenever I need. But the isolation which is happening is more of an internal isolation rather than an external isolation. Most of the men that you're talking about, and I see in Dubai where I live, because it's a very diverse city where lots of people that I meet from different backgrounds, different nationalities, from around the world, new and old, just recently who came to Dubai, and I see what you're seeing, what you're talking about. So what I see is like they're not isolated by being away from the good companions, and they're with the bad companions. Yes, they might be, most of them, with the bad companions, but again, it's with them. It comes from inside. They don't know their purpose in life. They don't know who they are. They don't know what they want, and they don't know how to say no. Now, prioritizing yourself, your health, again, back to fitness, prioritizing your body, soul, mind, every single cell in your body is going to teach you how to say no. And this is the link that you have to do with yourself. And this is the companion, the only companion that is going to ever last with you is you and yourself. You have to be united with yourself in order to choose, to have the right and the power and the strength to choose who you want to be with, the confidence to go out from your isolation or wherever you are, the cave that you're hiding away from, to pick the right person to be beside you, whether a woman with a man or a man with a woman, or in friendships, okay? But if you're not fixed with yourself, if you're detached from your own self, how can you expect that person to be able to choose the right companions and the good ones? I can say all of my friends in the past, they were good, but they were good and bad. But as I said, I thank both of them, and I appreciate my time with both of them because they taught me a lot. But the only person that I am with all the time is me, myself, and I. That's it. That's it. Because really, this taught me to love myself, not in a narcissistic way, but in a very confident way to say that, no, I am able to say no to things like going out when I know that this is going to affect my sleeping hours. And I know that there's nothing that this time I'm going to waste with the people I'm going to be with, even if it was family members, because of my sleep quality. And I prioritize the health of my body, the health of my sleep, the good quality sleep that I'm going to get, rather than going out with people. So saying no to temptations which is out there, saying no to, for example, to alcohol, saying no to skipping the gym if you're going to go to the gym, saying no to the bad junk food that you're going to eat because you're offered, saying no to that treat of sweet that you know is going to break your diet or the mission that you're going to, just because you're shy or out of respect, or you're in a place that you're afraid to say no. That means you don't love yourself. You love to please the people around you, but not yourself. Why?
I fully agree with this. So I, as you know, I specialize in attachment theory, which is
Yeah.
how we connect other human beings, how we learn that. Also, how we care about ourselves and how we connect with ourselves. I love this concept of you're going to be the one, you're going to be the one with yourself all of the time. So you had better like yourself in some capacity, or you're going to be miserable all of the time.
Absolutely.
One thing I have found with having the right companions is embarking on programs together where you can do the improvement together as part of a crew. You can have accountability. You can have that. I've got a mentorship program that we meet twice a week. We work on attachment. They nurture each other. They make each other stronger and healthier in the attachment circle. I would love to hear from you about any fitness programs you are running or you're building or anything like that, where people could get involved, even a small first step as part of a community with the right companions working with you in a fitness setting. Do you have anything like that that you offer yet?
We have, I am making right now a community as we speak. It's on the waiting list. So this community is going to collect like-minded people, those companions that we are going to grow together. I'm going to guide them to where they should be in terms of their mindset, in terms of their health, how to know what to eat, because what we feed our body is going to only reflect how healthy we are. So the community is called 30-day challenge, 30-day shred on carnivore challenge. So there's a bunch of people who are interested in the concept. It's a new thing. People are willing to know how they're going to shred away the fat in 30 days just by eating something that they like. And by the way, I don't advise people to work out at all. If they're working out, let them continue working out. That's absolutely fine. But you're going to just eat and lose fat. And you're not going to be on a caloric restricted diet. So you're going to enjoy as much as you want to be eating. And you're going to be pushed by like-minded people. There are people who have been on this program for quite a long time right now. They're going to be advocating for from their own experience about the carnivore diet. So it's going to be a beautiful community. And trust me, you would yourself want to be there as well, to witness the diversity, A, and B, how interesting and how committed you're going to be in this lovely community. So
Eat meat, lose weight. That sounds like the dream.
exactly. And it is. This is how life should be. By the way, I've been on the carnivore diet for the past 10 months. And trust me, I have never, ever been so happy and healthy and energetic. And probably part of the success that I am having is because of this sharp mind, sharp, healthy body. The way that I look right now, probably on camera, I don't really show much even on pictures. I'm not really that friendly, but in reality, people say that I get this all the time. This is in the eyes of the people, not myself telling you what I look like. But they always say, like, we see you on Instagram or on social media, but in reality, you're totally different. You're bigger, you're whatever. So thanks to carnivore, although I was always healthy, but it's going to be a lovely journey for those who come and join, for sure.
I love this so much. I love it. That sounds like fantastic advice. I know that one of my first real connections into the masculinity world was years and years and years back. I joined a men's group and they ran us through a 30-day challenge, and they 31 days actually is what it was, 31 days, and they ran us through this group. And not only did we grow and we got healthier and we did, we did push-ups and we did other experiences and we learned about ourselves, but what was really phenomenal was bonding with the other people in the program, even complaining a little bit on day 3, day 4, day 5 as we got used to it, and then encouraging each other and seeing the results and being able to
Absolutely.
say, wow, this has made such a difference. We
Yeah,
recently had the 2-year anniversary of my mentorship community, and that was one thing we called back, was look at the changes we have all made together. And we could all, the oldest members, could remember what it was like to begin, and the changes they had made. It sounds like your group is going to have that component as well, that bonding
absolutely.
aspect.
That's the goal. And there are really surprising celebrities who are going to be in the community as well. Those are the people that I meet on daily basis. I can't mention their names because
Mhm.
of privacy for them. But yeah, they're extremely interested, and they're really big names who are going to be taking themselves to a different place, and they're going to push each other. They are people who are themselves in need of a companion, a good companion. So they found that in me, and I offered them to join this community because we're going to be like-minded people who are going to be growing together. Me myself as well, although I am like kind of the main program is tailored around me, but I as well, I'm going to learn a lot from this community. I'm excited to learn myself, to grow from the people who are going to be there. Yes, we are going to be bettering ourselves in terms of how we look by shredding the fat, by eating what we like, and learning for the others who don't think that this is the right way to do it, learning how other people are going to be doing it. But as you said, the family that's going to be built around how people are going to encourage each other. This is one of the main rules in the group, is like you have to be pushing the other person who's going to push you back if at times you're going to feel low. And this is exactly in real life in the gym what we witness. So I want to bring that online to have as much people to be in the community. And by the way, it's free. I'm not going to offer any payments as of anything. So the whole community is going to be free. The whole program is going to be free. I just want to enjoy seeing people stay and thrive together in this lovely community.
Wonderful. I absolutely love that. That's with your degree and everything, and all of the work that you've done, I'm sure you know about vasopressin, the bonding hormone. And men, obviously, we have more receptors in our brain for vasopressin than women typically do. And women who have grown up without much nurturing and oxytocin, more avoidant women, there's plenty of you here on my channel. Thank you for being here. I see you. They have more of their oxytocin receptors have shifted into vasopressin receptors. So one thing I have discovered through my work, and researchers and back this up, is that going through intense programs together, whether it's my attachment work or this fitness carnivore challenge or any of the other pieces, building in community and then achieving together is one of the best first steps that a person can really take to then build their confidence in relationships, to really immerse in those and feel connected with other human beings. One thing I would love to hear from you, and in the fitness space, is do you find that they bond to you as you help them achieve things? Do you find that they open up to you about other things? They're sitting there, they're benching, right? And then all of a sudden they start letting out things about their dad or their relationships or their frustrations. They're just kind of going as they're bonding with you. Do they get a little close like that? Does that happen?
It definitely does. And I can tell you, like, one of the secrets why most all my clients, I can say easily, all my clients choose me out of being their trainer is not because I know how to lift weight. Because there might be other people out there, other trainers who know how to lift weight as good as I know. I wouldn't say better. I have to love myself a little bit here. But as much as I know, it's very easy, and it's basic science to know how to lift weight. And you don't need to study anything to know how to lift weight. So that's not the reason why they are with me. The reason why they are with me is because they get to listen, and they get to feel, and they get to live together my growth, which most of my clients have been with me for at least a year, okay? And they have witnessed, and trust me, the Be Human Academy that you're talking about is only probably 18 months now old, okay, as an account and as an existence of Saif talking in English in a podcast. That's how it started. So imagine those clients who witnessed the growth and felt it. So I use them to talk to them and get to learn from them as they use me to talk to me and use me as well from the people and other experiences that I have. And because what I've said is, for example, in relationships, and most of them can relate, whether the females or the men, they get to learn and they get to listen, and we get to discuss their personal lives. So it's not just a fitness session, although we do, and we're obliged to finish the session in a perfect way. But yeah, there are times where they open up and we discuss different topics, and most of the topics that went viral on both my personal and the Human Academy account were stories that were actually told by by my clients. So, so yeah, there's an amazing bond, and the energy that we have is amazing. I love them as much as they do to me. So for me, it's like a community, but I cannot grow this community because I only have limited time.
So we need more people to fill them up. I understand completely. Communities, they start with a leader. And as the community grows, the community itself becomes its own entity. And the leader steps back a little bit and makes more room for secondary leaders and third level leaders, fourth level leaders, everybody who comes in and grows. My community is the same, yours is the same. I think this is the way forward for us changing things. So I want to summarize a little bit out there for the people who are listening, because we've talked a lot about good things here, Saif. I'm glad you're here. What I've heard here today from you, and I agree with you, is people need to start doing the hard things. Now, even if it's just a one hard thing, a little hard thing, do one hard thing soon, very quickly, and then continue doing that hard thing and build into that routine, and then really shape about who you want to be and shape that into a routine more, face more hard things. At some point, connect with the right companions who are going to encourage you, who are going to foster that growth, who are going to encourage you to keep showing up even on the days you won't want to, and then merge that into a community aspect where you really get involved and you properly bond with people. And as you move forward, what you're going to experience is a whole change, not only to your body, but it sounds like also to your mind and heart. Is that a good way of phrasing what you have done here?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's the perfect way, and you chose the right part within me or within my specialities. The fitness is the right place to start with, because you need to start with yourself first of all in order to be able to help the people around you, and in your relationship, in friendships, and in life in general. When you ride an airplane and they give you the instructions, what do they tell you when the masks fall down? Put the mask on yourself first of all, and then help the person beside you. So it means you need to take care of yourself as well. This is a perfect example of how important it is to take care of yourself. Start with yourself first of all, and then you will glow to help others.
One thing I've also found is that when you start to take care of yourself, other people see you differently. And the people who take care of themselves and are respectful people and respectable people, they recognize you as one of them, and then they bring you into their group. So a lot of the
Absolutely.
people who are very lonely, a lot of people who are very lonely, it's because outwardly you look like someone who doesn't care about yourself. And when you start to care about yourself, you start to be not lonely anymore.
You're going to glow in the darkness, and there are people who are waiting for your light to be recognized, and they're going to come running to you. And you know the best feeling, what is it in life, is when you help someone. This is a reward that money cannot buy, a happiness and fulfillment that you're going to get that money cannot buy. When you see a person that is happy because that you given him an advice, and you must have feel this within your work and day to day, how much people you have helped, and how much that I want to thank them rather than them thanking me, because the feeling that I get because of them is amazing, unbelievable. It's addictive.
Absolutely. It is. It is. It makes you want more. It makes you want to see the world become a better
Absolutely.
place.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I love that. Safe. Everybody on my channel is going to want to watch you and hear your voice and learn more about you, because they want to take their first scary steps into the fitness world, like I have been, and they want to grow. They want to bond. They want to find that community just like that. And maybe they want to embark on your cool challenge as well, that great free challenge. Where can they find you? What should they know?
I'm very much active on both Be Human Academy Instagram account and Saif Al-Yasi Instagram account. And the link will be for the challenge will be in my bio, in my link tree. It's going to be mentioned there, and soon I will be also announcing on a proper video on the channel as well. So and yeah, I will be definitely more active on the community on day-to-day basis, because there are going to be loads of interactions, loads of excitement, stories that you're going to witness from day 1 to day 30, and how many changes is going to happen there, and how many successful people are going to be born and changed after. And I'm pretty sure everyone who's going to be committed from day 1 until day 30, they're going to be a totally different person So yeah, I'm excited to be witnessing day by day, hour by hour, their changes, and be part of it, because as I said, this is something that I look up to, and this is more rewarding than anything in this world.
Love it so much. Thank you, Saif, for joining us here today. Everybody out there, go check him out. All of his links will be linked below in the description so that you can find him. I very much encourage you to do so. Saif, we'll talk again soon.
Thank you very much, Adam.